Hello again, friends and enemies. I have once again read a book, and now I'm going to make it your problem. This book was given to me as part of a 20th century reading challenge from my sister, and this one was written in the 1900s, like the before 1910. Specifically published on October 14th of 1905, written by Edith Wharton. It's called The House of Mirth. This book follows the story of a poor girl named Lily Bart, who is trying to make her way and live among the society of upper class New York, where they have a lot of money, but she doesn't have a lot of money. What I gathered was that this really isn't a place where accomplishments or, great intellect are really seen well upon. They don't hate it, but what really speaks is money and good looks. Because Lily Bart, it doesn't have a lot of money, she really relies on the generosity of her richer friends. What ends up setting her apart from all of her friends is her great beauty and her social graces. Being that she's 29 years old, she is on the hunt for a rich husband. Because of her upbringing, she really can't stand to live in a way that isn't absolute luxury. Her parents were rich. They raised her that way. And unfortunately, right before her father died, he became completely destitute, so she was left with nothing. In the book, we follow her struggles of maintaining her place in the society that she grew up in, while also trying to find herself that rich husband that she needs so bad. Yet at the same time, she struggles with her place in a society where a woman has to marry rich in order to maintain their place in this luxurious society that they can't necessarily do for themselves, at least in her section of society. This book is the first time I have ever willingly read an introduction in order to understand better the context and why it was written, what the time period was like, and to be able to better understand what the real struggle for Lily Bart was. It really is very beautifully written, and it doesn't surprise me at all that Edith Wharton went on to win a Pulitzer Prize for one of her later books called The Age of Innocence. I actually really, really want to read that book too. That being said, this book really annoyed me. In my notes, I have it written down that I kept going between being annoyed at Lily Bart, the main character, and being annoyed for her because of what the society and her supposed friends were doing to her. She's a very realistic and human main character in that she makes mistakes, but she does also refuse to acknowledge the true nature of her situation and continues to try and live the luxurious life despite not being able to afford it. This is a spoiler. It ends tragically, which you can kind of tell as you're reading the book. Because she absolutely refuses to acknowledge the real gravity of her situation until she's basically forced to. And I just get very annoyed sometimes with these great works of literature that always end so sadly when, a happy ending could also teach you a good lesson. It's just they all the great works always somehow end up in tragedy. So for this reason, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. It really deserves 5 out of 5, but I'm just annoyed that it ended sad. I 100% recommend it. I think it's a fantastic work of art. I just don't know that I would reread it. If you have any opinions, disagreements with me, questions, or recommendations, leave them in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow my journey through the rest of the 20th century. Also, please let me know if you want me to record myself reading my notes as I was going through reading the book. I know I'm biased, but I think some of it is pretty funny. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye, beautiful people.